Wow. It says green, which must mean live. Okay. Oh, where I am. So let me get started with this UI thing. I think I'm going to just start straight in, and whoever joins is going to join a little bit later, and I will just carry on, and of course you will be able to see the whole recording as well. So let me change the view to the usual view. Okay, that's better. We have more of the screen. So since the last video where I ended, actually there was a very good discussion on the Node-RED forum, and there was a couple of comments here of what I should do or what I could do differently. I mean, it was mostly coding, and it's oops, yeah, sorry, it's here. And it was mostly coding, and it was some really good coding suggestions. For example, I did not know that there is a double question mark operator in JavaScript. Which basically says that if this is not like undefined or null, then that is get assigned, but otherwise it's the right side gets assigned. So this is really good for creating default values, even if those default values are objects, so not primitive types. So I started replacing some of these in my code. And what I have also done is, which I think might have done in the code as well, in the last live stream, is when you select a new rule, okay, sorry, it's not here. It's here, I think. No, it's here. So when you select a new rule, it resets all the condition selection and the action selection, because when you were flipping between the different rules, then it was still showing selection from the previous time that you used that. And I think it was just a little bit misleading. I mean, you wouldn't expect that to happen in a normal UI. So the idea was that like here I have this one selected, and if I go here I select this one, and if I go back this one was still selected. So now every time this changes, then it resets. I also changed the icons here so it's a little bit more visible, and also made some stuff here in the template, which sometimes the set state was not shown correctly, so there was some stupid text here, which now I fixed in the template. Basically, oops, I think it was on the actions. So I added a bit more formatting. So I print the type, which is this one, either set state or control. And if I have a name attribute, then I print the name and the value, and if I don't have a name attribute, I print the topic and the value, because I think that was the issue last time. And actually it's still a little bit funny, because maybe this is a bug, but maybe I'm just understanding Mustache a little bit incorrectly, because the way I had this configured previously is that if I have a topic, then I print the topic and the value. And if I don't have a topic, then I do this. And then sometimes what I could see that here it was showing like rule selected or action selected, which was the topic of the, of the message object, but not the topic of the payload, which was very weird. So anyway, this is why I changed this to look at the name, because there is no message.name, there is only name in the payload. But since everything is inside the hash payload and slash payload, I thought it would whatever you do here applies to what's within the payload. But maybe just that's not how it works. Okay. And I've done one more thing, which is here, is that whenever you, so when it prints all the, either the conditions or the actions, and whenever it finds the selected item, so which has the selected attribute set to true, then it puts the selected into the class, and this is why it remains this color, so the the red border, just like here. And also then it also adds an additional div, because this is where I want to insert the editor. And actually that's what I'm going to do now. So when I have, let me just, I know I can, yep. So rule selected, actually condition. I mean, it just makes my life a little bit easier. So if you do this, then you have these hints in a message when you hover over the output. So I think that's useful. So when the condition is selected, I want to prepare, and I might not need a function node, but let's see. Prepare condition input. Okay. So if the condition is selected, then we are going to do this thing, and we also need a UIB element, which is we are going to call condition form, and we want to edit this one. So condition form, and this is called, I think I said editor, condition editor. Let's just keep this and this as the same, just for the sake of consistency, not that it makes any difference. And yeah. And then here what we are going to use is, there is an option here to use simple form. Okay, there is a lot of stuff here, and it looks like there is a some documentation. Maybe this is the documentation. Okay, so what is happening here is that here I'm not going to put the HTML code together for the form, but I'm going to use this low-code functionality that I can just input all the form details in JSON, and UIBuilder is going to compile the actual HTML code. So we are going to use this as an example, and we are also going to use this as an example, because there was a form example here. Add form. So as you can see, it's selected simple form. It specifies where to enter the form. Oh, okay. HTML ID. Oh, a position. Parent. Why does it put it into the body? Anyway, maybe it puts it into the body. But actually the whole thing is that, again, the input looks like this. Actually, maybe I'm just going to copy and paste this and use this as an example. So going back to my thing, so yep. Okay. And I also learned last time that every time you do something in the UIBuilder, it sets this UIBuilder control. So if you're looping the same information back around, it is a good idea to remove that. Otherwise, it may cause some issues. So I'm just going to add that and that. So what should happen now is that whenever I select something, something is happening. Wait, maybe I need to. Oh, okay, no, it's not happening. There's no errors. Hey, why is it? Did I not click OK? Okay, so that is weird, which I don't understand. Maybe it is a CSS problem, but I'm not really sure. So what is happening here is that I could definitely see the thing appearing. I don't see any errors. Why I cannot? Oh, okay, that's much better. So okay, so I'm trying to figure out why the form is only blinking and it's not appearing correctly. I mean, I think I definitely have the insert point. So if you can see this list items selected, condition 0, and here I have the content, and under that and I have this additional div, which is the condition editor, and condition editor. Okay, everything seems just fine. So I'm not really sure why it is sort of like blinking and it's not showing up the whole thing. Okay, maybe it's a refresh thing. I don't know. No. And we don't have any debug errors, so there's nothing wrong with it. So let's look at the example. So that's the UIB element example, and I want to insert the simple form. And it works. Let me just see how it gets entered. So add form. I don't know if it makes a difference that it is putting this into the body. I mean, forms could be anywhere. It could be in a div, so that should not be a problem. So it says, okay, label by, so this is the form 1 heading, form 1. Okay, so this is my form 2, and then you actually have the form here. I don't see any difference how I made it. Let me change this. Not that it should make a difference, but what if what if it's a formatting thing? So if I move this here, then refresh. Okay, it is appearing and it's disappearing, or sort of like immediately. Ooh, okay. Let's check the CSS. So container padding, scrollable list item, list. Okay. Form. I have no idea if this makes any difference, but probably these are the things that I understand the least from CSS. So it's something to do with flow control of these elements. Nope. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, let's walk back. So I really want this to be here. So it is included in the sort of the visual selection for the so within, you know, this rectangle. Yep. I don't know if it's going to come through the recording, but there is like a flash, and then I can see that it is trying to do something, but it's not really doing anything. So I'm pretty sure it's an HTML thing, and it's probably something to do with a format, but I just can't really figure out what the issue is. So this is an item selected. So this is list item. Persona. I really don't see how this is going to, it should be making any difference. I mean, there is nothing there's nothing really here for the form. Okay, the input select button only has just a color and a pointer and backgrounds, nothing else. Flex direction column. Okay, this is coming to a premature close if I can't fix this. Okay, so at least now I see the form. I wonder if there is anything in this form which is sort of like keeping this layout really wide, but there shouldn't be anything. I mean, there's nothing here. Drop downs, text areas, checkboxes, file selections that should, you know, make this not fit within the screen size that I have here. It doesn't make sense. It really should make no difference. So if I do files and let me just put the display flex back. Oh, save, done. And I'm just trying to compare it with the rule list, which has a similar, similar template, because it has a class for list item and then it has a class for the icon. Yeah, I think the problem is that the divs are always left aligned. At least that's what because here we have a div, which is this icon, and then we have another div, which is these two lines next to each other, but they are left to the icon. So here I have a div which is showing that, and then I want to put another div here which try to fit everything in here, which is not possible. So maybe I would need to tell this div to be a below, which I was just trying to do here. Let's try this. Ooh, Okay, it definitely places it to where I expect it to do. Oh, but why is the form not showing? Why is it disappearing? Let me try something. So I say let form equals that, and then basically I just return payload form. No. So I was thinking maybe there is some information coming from the original message which was sent by the UIBuilder, and looping the whole thing back on itself is causing some issues. Okay, let me reset this, and if I click on that, okay, why we have two messages? So there is an update. Replace div. Okay, so that was the, okay, object ID, condition selected, update. Wait. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So I think what was happening is that I had these thing is firing some stuff, and this was firing some stuff. So I think it's maybe this code took longer to execute. So first of all, my form was sending out the form details, and then like a millisecond later, this function node, which is, it has more code, it took more time to process. So basically just remove the form. So there was nothing wrong with the HTML, there was nothing wrong with anything. It was just this stupid timing because of all my wires. So so let me no. So let me fix this. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. No, but whatever. And I think ideally I want to change this back to how I wanted it to look originally, and I hope it's going to work that way as well. Good. No, it doesn't. So I need this to be in a new line because of the whole alignment thing. Okay, so let me move this. I don't know how I do like a BR here in the no, I just do this. Unless this is again a CSS thing. No, it is not. Okay, so yeah, I can do that. So this one got selected. That's your input field. I can do the details, and if I do here, then oh, okay, it's fine. It works. So yeah, that's fine. Good. I don't need you anymore. And actually, I know why I need this to a function code, because I need to inject the data which is selected. So here what we get is we get a, in the payload we get a condition. Rules, rule ID condition, one of the conditions, which is going to look like condition and this. Okay. So first I need a drop down. Oh, wait. How does it look like? Okay, so I have option 2. Okay, select 2. I need a select 2. Like that. So I'm mimicking this, which is basically trigger, operand, operator, and value. So I need that, and this is going to be called R6 select. No, this is going to be called trigger, and trigger type select options. Data, state, it is called state, and time, which is, I believe, is called time. I mean the value itself. I don't think I need more words here. And the value is going to be message.payload.trigger. Oh no, I don't need a thing here. Okay, so this is my trigger. The next one is going to be operand, and I think I'm going to keep it simple for the time being. Operand, type text, required true, label, operand, value, yep, okay, and I need an operator. Okay, operator, operand type text, operand operator. Okay, So what are we supporting? Less than LT. Let's okay. Grell greater, yeah. That's GT. If you know SAP, you know these. And equals to EQ. Okay, and I finally have a value. Value, text, value. And the icon, the ID, and the selected, those get auto-populated anyway, so we don't care about those. And that's the end of the array, and we can just delete the rest. Check this out. Oh. Wait, what happened? Oh, what happened? Okay. Why is this not showing? State. I don't get it. Something is not wrong. Something is not right. Okay, so we are placing a bunch of debugs, so we see what's going on, and then we deploy, we delete, go here, click on there, and check. Okay, oh, why? Of course, he gets all the conditions. Shoot. Okay, so but we have all the information in the context, so that's not a problem. So the where is it? Editor. So we have condition 0. Okay. Let's steal some code. So this is going to be editor dot condition ID, because this is an array and we want to pick the one which is selected. Okay, so everything just happened to, so the ones that we have seen were just the default values, and that's why it was working. Okay. Oh, yeah. Jeez, it's working. State, washing machine state equals to idle. Wow. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't need you anymore. And Actually, I want to have different buttons, not these, send, reset. So I wonder if I can change those. So buttons are optional if not provided. Default pair of buttons, send, reset are added. Okay. Button label value, type button, available input types, button. No, I'm just wondering if there is anything which is like a button type submit. Type checkbox, range drop down. Oh, there's nothing. Well, let's just experiment. What was it? Yeah. Let's take this example. ID, submit, type, submit. Oh, by the way, does it say that it supports button checkbox? Okay, so I think in HTML, we'll see. I'm not really sure if this is going to work. So, oh, okay, save changes. Does it anything? Unhandle. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh. Okay, it's working. So, I give it a value so it comes through here, but not that I'm going to use it for anything, but at least I don't have this stupid text. So when you submit a form, it basically just like any other forms, it sends all the value, key value pairs back. So if I delete this, go back here, and so this is test, and then 2000 and equals to test equals to 2000. Perfect. So I guess, I mean, I like the fact that in the dashboard there was like a toast message that I can use just to like just flash some very basic information, like, you know, your changes have been saved or data updated, which I sort of like need here. I don't know how to do that, so maybe I can have a different div which is like, you know, it gets shown, and then, you know, with the delay it's it goes away. But yeah, maybe that's going to be a little bit complicated with CSS, how I can make this to appear in the middle of the screen. Probably it's not that difficult, but I don't know how to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is just I will refresh the screen here, and hide, so deselect this item, so it automatically hides the input form. And then by refreshing the screen, actually I can see that it reads the data correctly. So yeah, so I'm going to simulate a rule selected event even though no rule is selected. Let's see if it works. Wait, rule. Okay, anyway, let's see how it works. So so I need to handle the new event. So the event is okay, so the event is just basically submit. Ooh, okay. Wait. So this is the event that we handle, and complete message object. Okay, so what I don't understand is that here in the top of the event, I get the type. There is no type here. So if this is event send, but it is not, okay, I am confused because here this code says that if the message._UI dot type is event sent. So this doesn't have that. So how come the code managed to run this one, create the red dot that I can see here, and he says message.UI _UI _ID. There's no ID here. So how does it, type submit in here? There is no ID. Because then I just have assumed that it would just, actually I don't even need this, because I should handle all the processing above, and I should not return, whatever is coming from the UIBuilder. Okay, let's try again. This one, save. Unhandled event submit. You see, the UI is only this much. I can see the submit. It's empty. Okay, I don't understand this. There is supposed to be much more stuff in the underscore UI object. I mean, it just worked. There was an event send underscore UI, and I only see the socket ID and the message ID. There is no payload because I just clicked on this element. So everything is stored in the underscore UI. Why is it doing that? So control message from the front end. So data from the front end. Okay, so that's the visibility because I moved the focus over. So this is that's again the visibility. So visibility forced because I came back to this screen, so it changed the visibility of the UI. Ooh. And both of them are printing the complete message object. This one as well. Okay, this is proving to be more difficult than what I was doing over the weekend. But I don't understand why. So I click. Oh, now I have event send condition 0. Oh shoot, I'm so stupid. Okay, it was all there. It was always there. Okay, just ignore. Okay, so we have an event send. Okay. Okay. So this should be condition form submit. So I have to give it a different name because this is how I would be able to identify. I mean, eventually I would have more forms. So this is how I would be able to differentiate which submit is coming from which form. Okay, so refresh, then click. Whatever, I will deal with this a little bit later. Okay, so condition form. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Condition selected, not a number. Well, okay. Okay, let's use a different naming condition because we usually just had, so it should be submit condition form because we splice the ID at underscore. Yep, good. And it was, I assume that it was this one, submit condition form. Okay. Let's do a copy and paste, which I don't like to do, but okay. So handle event if the user submits the condition form. Okay, so the event input 0 is going to be submit, and actually, well, we just have to evaluate both of them. And event input 1, which is the ID. Is it the ID? ID split, yeah. Condition form. Okay. Green, condition form submitted. Okay, action ID. No, we don't need that. We don't need this. We don't need that. We will need this. Yeah. Okay, as I said, we will need this. Yes, it was a stupid copy and paste. I almost overwritten the. Okay, set the selected. So that would be remove the selected flag on all conditions. Reset the view. Okay. So I'm going to do the rule ID. Yes. Condition length, and just set everything to false. Okay, we save the rules. That's fine. And now we have to do this. So rules editor rule ID conditions condition ID. Opa. So we take the rule which is edited, and then we take the condition which is edited, or well, sorry, which is selected, and dot. Yeah. Trigger equals, we override the value which is coming from the payload. Yep. Yeah, as simple as that. Operand. Operator, value, delete editor.condition ID, and then we remove. So basically we unselect it. Editor.condition ID. And that should be it. I might have missed something. Okay, I'm not sure. Let's mess with this. Bloody hell, it's working. Yep. It's working. It's working. Okay. I need to do check hidden. So they support hidden as well. Ooh. Okay, we have some errors. Houston, we have some errors. Prepare condition input form cannot read property ticket. Why is that? If because if we don't have anything selected, well, even though nothing will get okay, so if we don't have anything selected, even though nothing will get, we won't have the placeholder in the UI, but this code still runs. Okay, so we need this. So editor condition ID, okay. So if the condition ID is not undefined, so we have selected something, then yeah, let's just populate the data. And then we put it payload form. Yeah, we don't need this anymore because it wasn't, so this was not the problem originally. But anyway, this works exactly the same as before. And the one thing I wanted to do is that if so the trigger is time, operand is hidden. Yep. So if the trigger is time, okay, I'm going to put this here. If maybe I can do it in another way. Do we have this special operator? The structuring, evaluating, and nesting? No. Like in C, you have the question mark operator. I'm pretty sure somebody was going to tell me, but okay, let's just write the code instead. So if the message operator, so if the the trigger, if the trigger is time, then form the second one type equals hidden. Done, save, delete. So it shows all 4 fields. Yep, there is no operand. Actually, I should I don't want to remove it because then it's going to be missing from the response. Hence, I have to handle that in the assignment code. So I thought it would be just better not to use it. But I can, maybe I can set the label to nothing as well. So it's not going to be shown. What? Label. So why does it... Oh, I don't understand. Okay, this one is working. The problem is if I put a space, then it will still show up in the UI. Yeah, I mean, because then it shows up as a different item in the table with a padding and everything, so it shows up as more space here. But whatever it's going to be, yeah, it's good enough for version 1. Does it still work? Yeah, works. Okay. And if I check the context and refresh and rules and array conditions. I mean, not that I changed anything here, but it looks good. So the only loophole, if I change the data, then it doesn't make this field, doesn't unhide the field. But you know, that's issue number 2. No, really is free to work on these, you know, fine details. What if we add more stuff in here? So enable and disable. Let's try to, how are we doing with time? 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, maybe I can do that as well. So enable, disable. So this is part of the main HTML. So that's index. So in the right column where we have the rule name, I can add a small form. /form /input type submit. Okay, let me just check how the code is generated for this. So element, and I need this. So this is a form. Okay, but we don't have a class because we have a default form class. Okay, so there's nothing here. Okay, so title. Okay, we have divs for all the different things. Okay, we have a label, select. Okay, let's look how button looks like. So it has copy element. Okay, so submit rule enable type button. Enable rule value submit click yep name oops, what was the ID? Yeah, the same. Rule enable title type button. I think this is all you need for a button, to be honest. Disable rule and then rule disable. Let's send an event. It's submit button rule disable. Okay, and no, that's fine. Save, done. Oh, no deploy. Do this and do that and refresh. Oh, ugly as. Yeah, submit rule enable. Yeah. Okay. By the way, do we need a form at all? I don't think we need a form. So I can get rid of that, and then it's not going to have the whole thing, and it's just going to align next to the, because the event is linked to the button, and it doesn't have to carry any fields with it. So I think yes. Yep. Okay. Good. And no, it's good. It's good. Ooh. Okay, no, I want this. Handle the event if the user enables, disables the rule. Okay, we should really handle this in one single function. So if so it is submit rule disable, rule enable, or rule disable. Okay. And one more bracket. Yeah. Enable, disable button pressed. Good. If enabled equals true. I'm doing too much code, probably could be done easier as well, but I don't care. So we have selected the rule. We deselect the condition ID. Yeah, let's do that. And then actually we pass the rule selection, rule selected topic. So it redraws all the left side of the screen and it changes the icon. But it will still keep the rule selected because we haven't deleted that. Okay, that's good. And then we deselect all the conditions here. I think that's fine. So enable. Enable. Ooh, good. Errors. Do we have errors? Nope. Disable. Man, that's absolutely fine. That's perfect. That's perfect. Actually, what I can do, what I could do is, I need to do some special CSS. So basically I can put the buttons into into this H2 and have it aligned to the left. Yep. And I'm using red and green, sorry, blues and greens. So I probably have to change the colors as well. It's not really nice, and these things start to take up too much space. So probably I need a separate color for these buttons, so they would align to the right and have a different color. And maybe I can use this for the whatever. Yeah, I mean, this is what I really hate, and that's the main reason I love the dashboard, because you know, you can't change colors. Okay, you can, but you don't usually change colors. So it's just like, oh yeah, I just need a button. This is how the button looks like. It's all gold. Okay, enable disable works. And I think I could do probably the same thing here, just like, you know, add condition, and it would just add a new condition to the end of the list. But then here I would have to add buttons as well, just to, you know, delete a condition, move them up, move them down, and that's going to be pretty much the same thing, because yeah, I mean, that's going to be, you know, fairly simple, because even if I mean, I know how to change these, but if I had just have an add condition, I already know how to change this. So instead of changing that, I would just add a new condition, maybe an empty one. I get it selected, refresh the screen, so it just, you know, shows the input form immediately, and I can do the whole up and down as well. And then the same thing, I just make it to redraw the conditions, so it will show them in the new order. I remove the selection, just like when I click on save changes, and it, you know, goes back to this default view. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be simple. And there is going to be a new button here as well to add a rule. And I think it would make sense for the, you know, the sake of processing, just to have up and down buttons here to move the rules up and down. So it's a bunch of new buttons, but you know, once I did this, and since I've done the whole submit, it's going to be so easy to do this. And I probably play around with the styles a little bit, just to have these things align a little bit better. Oh, by the way, let's check this. So if I just simply move these buttons inside the H2, okay, I don't need to deploy. Horrible. Okay, but I'm pretty sure that with some alignments I can make that happen. No, I think, oh wait, I put it into a div. Remove the div. Damn it. Slash div. Save thing. It didn't make a damn thing. So what? So we have for the H2, nothing. Okay, so I need to figure out something else, how to make these two align to the right, and then be in the same line as the as this guy here. But it's not the div. Or maybe I need to add it for. Maybe I need this stupid class as well, just to flow display flex. I have to look up what this display. Oh, okay, let's do this. Yeah. Aha. So align items, flex. So I should just give it a dot container because it has the, okay, so so I just give it the dot container. So that gives flex. And the default flex. Okay, so that should do this already. Save. Yep. Now that's what I was expecting. And I should. So I need another button style. Okay, that's fine. Form label button background color. So why do we have button here? Green color pointer. Oops. Margin padding, solid border. Yeah, background. Does it? Oh yeah, it hovers. Okay, so I think I need okay, so yeah, I need to give it a different class. Class right button. Maybe I should give it a better name, but I think if this works, then I can use this for all the buttons that are going to be basically anywhere in the screen. I said that, you know, the move up, move down, and this sort of button. So class equals, okay, so this is going to be the right button. Save. Yeah. Okay, not bad, not bad. And in the CSS, I think I need, so the simple button had a padding of 10 pixels, which I removed. Oh, padding of, okay, left margin, 15 pixels, padding. Maybe I need a 10 pixels. Actually, I'm not really sure what this color is. Oh, that's probably the text color. Okay, and so what does it say about the alignment? So align items. Okay, so align single item in flex to the right. Wrap results. So this wrap, yeah, result, result after, result div, float right. Okay. Come on. Peak. At least it still works. Why is it not aligning? Oh. Maybe it's not aligning because it doesn't go all the way until the end of the screen. But the everybody does that. So you know, everybody is. Let's just flex. The whole right column is just flex and flex 2. And the padding and the condition list is just flex. It doesn't have a size. Float right. The div float left. Margin left. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wrap flags. Background justifies space between. Okay, maybe I need a little bit more reading. With tail being okay, so div. So what? Say flex grow. Okay, this stupid HTML and CSS rabbit hole. So it looks like I need a div which is flex grow. What is it? Unset? Why is it not saying? Okay, syntax. Grow. Yeah, global values and what these are. Description, main size, direction, shrink, flex, yeah. Okay, so what are these global values? It's not mentioned anywhere. I think I need a little bit more reading, and that's definitely not 11 p.m. So number 3 is going more. For example, if all items are every child set an equal space, it does it. Okay, but if I... So basically I need something which is like the old width 100, which made up the rest of the space within, like in a table or something. So with that 100 with flex. Okay, let's give it a try. So placeholder. So save item. Where is, yeah, and we are just going to put in a div, which is going to be the placeholder. So div class equals placeholder. I think this probably is accepted. Oh shit. Okay. I will find a way how to put something here which is going to take up the space, and I can literally just align these to the right side of the screen, because I would use the same technique for all the other buttons that I want to place here and here and here and here and also here. So they should just move to the right. And actually, one last thing, container CSS. CSS 1 pix white, no, yellow border. Just quickly want an example. Border 1 pixel solid yellow. Okay. So I want to give this to my container. And my button. You see, so the container takes up all the space here and the same here. So I'm not really sure why they are not aligning to the right. So there's nothing, yeah, I don't need this. So this 100% is definitely there. And so I'm guessing this float right is I think flex. So yeah, so I want that so to be aligned left to right, which it does. Last try. Where's my H2? Can you still do inline style like this? Oh no, or it doesn't make a difference. Whatever. Okay, I'm deleting these, removing it. Works UI is not good. I mean, the visuals are not looking good, but at least I have the buttons. I have a different style, so I just need to figure out how to scooch these to the right. But yeah, I think that should be all for today. It is working, and we have feedback. We have programmed a couple of different buttons. We have programmed this form. We have, still everything is working. You can change the values. You can enable, disable rules. Next time I can create new rules. I can make navigation buttons here just to change the order of these, and should be able to create rules as well. And again, change the order of the rules. And with that, it should be pretty much complete, other than some, yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I could do some code completion here, because so it can offer you things that is already in the cache. So just show them, once you start typing. I'm not really sure how I would do that, because that's again like CSS magic to put like a floating div on top, which I have no idea how to do, but maybe I can figure that one out. And again, maybe I can just redesign it. It just looks stupid that these simple input forms appear much bigger than these drop downs. And again, probably too much color anyway with these, there's already well, I already have blues, but yeah, the green is not really good for the blue. So I can fix that one, but I can fix that one. Well, I don't think I'm going to do a, a live just to do styling, because it's going to be a struggle with my styling skills anyway. And it's not really Node-RED, and it's not really that interesting. So, flow, export, current flow, download, and rename it to automation engine. Yep, and then let's upload it to the wiki. So add file, upload file, and this is version. Oh, by the way, wait. Let's do housekeeping. Version entry, version history. Actually, there was a version yesterday, but let's call it version 1.3 rule editor. Rule editor screen. Actions, and edit existing conditions, and enable disable rules. Deploy. Did I turn off all the, yeah, I did turn off all the thingies. Yep. Okay, now we can export again. Current flow, download. Yep. And where is my upload? Upload. So version 1.3. Oh, by the way, I can just copy and paste the changes from here. And that's it. The new code is available, people. Hey, it is somewhere here. It's here. Yeah, version 1.3. Publish now. Wonderful. It was again a good one. A decent amount of progress made with me fluffing around with stupid HTML and CSS, which I know very little about. Especially this flex is some sort of new stuff, which, I mean, the last time I had to do some HTML, I don't think this flex even existed. So I know nothing about that. And as I said, this simple page, the whole skeleton, that was actually designed by ChatGPT. So he came up with this whole idea how I do flex, and if that would be me, I would be doing tables and I would do alignment in cells, and like 66% and 33%, something like that. This is how it was when in the dark ages, when I had my experience in HTML. But it's I want to say it's looking decent. It's not really looking decent, but it's behaving decent, and I think that's the main point, because we are coding after all, and hopefully there's going to be somebody who can make this prettier than the current state. But that would be all for today. I think I'm sufficiently tired now, so I probably go and have a shower and go to sleep. And for you, well, thanks for everyone who has been around, partially or fully. And if you are looking at this as a recording, then, well, thanks for being here. And, well, thanks for everyone, and hopefully see you next